Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Darren and welcome to the next Stitch with Me. Today we're going to be doing a Stitch with Me on the Egyptian Queen, which is this one. Apologies for the glare, hope you can see it. I'm currently working in this page here and this is where we're up to. You will have to excuse, there is a really dark mark on here. This is where coffee was spilt on this. I've washed it, but for some reason it hasn't really come out, so maybe I've not washed it deep enough or long enough. So we're going to work on this one, and this one has lots of pretty little colours. They don't really stand out on these, but yeah, lots of colours for this one. So this is what we're going to be working on. So let's get into it. Which one am I doing first? This one. That's prepared as normal. It's Wednesday night here, so it's 5:30. I've rushed home, got my shower, had a quick bite to eat. By quick bite to eat, I mean cereal. And we got set up. So yeah, cereal is my go-to food. Love me some cereal. So this part that I'm doing is all 10 stitch or half stitch. So this piece is a mixture of half stitch and full cross. So this is going to go pretty quickly doing this part, hopefully. Get a fair few stitches in. I don't know how long this video is going to be this time. As I say, I'm kind of like trying to get it rushed so I can get it all edited and put up tonight. Normally I've got my Stitch with Me done on a weekend, so it's all ready to go. I can't find the hole. Get in. But I'm a little bit behind this week. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Might be able to see what I'm doing now. So, first of all, I just want to say hello to a special little lady, my youngest viewer ever. I don't know if she watches these ones. She's 5 months old, apparently. And as soon as she hears my voice, she loves to sit and watch. So, my youngest viewer, 5 months old. So, if she's listening, hello, whoever you are. I don't know her name. All I know she's 5 months old, that's it. Starting young. She's going to be a floss tube addict in no time. And then she'll be wanting to start them all. By the age of 5, I reckon she's going to have about 300 whips. So yes, I got a message on Instagram telling me that the 5-month-old likes watching it. And also, I'm assuming it's her dad, or her mum's partner, fiance, sorry, so I'm assuming it's her dad, has also gotten into cross-stitching too, after watching my videos. So, I'm glad I can inspire some people to pick it up and give it a try. And for the first project, they've picked a Aida. Nothing like giving yourself a challenge for your first piece. So far as I'm aware, they're enjoying it, so that's the main thing. Okay, not. There we go. So first things first, then we'll give you a work update. So work has actually picked up a lot. This week we have had loads of wood come in. Today I finally got some wood for my saw. So I've now got something to do. And I've got 128 packs I need to get done. I'm seeing there's only me on my saw because the other person who used to work with me left. It's going to be fun because it's just me on my own now. So luckily there's no time scale of when they need them doing. If they're in a rush, they'll find someone to jump on with me, I suppose, but just plod along at my merry way. I say, well, 128 packs to do. I think on average I can get maybe about 12 packs a day done. So yeah, it's going to take me a good week to get them all done. The truck driver that is on sick, he's still on sick. Apparently he was in hospital. He had a problem with his heart, from what I'm told. But then we got told he was off for another 2 weeks because he got a problem with his diabetes. So I have no idea what's what. But apparently he's been told when he does come back, he won't be going in the truck. He will be coming in the shed and doing the wood. So I think the bosses are hoping he's going to leave because he doesn't like working in the shed at all. He only likes feeding the wood because it's easy. He doesn't like doing the stacking part. So he may leave, we don't know yet. And then my favourite colleague in the whole wide world is back, unfortunately. Luckily I've not had to work with him this week, but because I've now got wood for my saw, he helps out on my saw when he's in. So he's going to be in every Monday and Tuesday. So I get the pleasure of that. He was only in for 2 days this week, so he was in yesterday and the day before, and he's already doing my head in already. I asked him why he'd not got another job, seeing as he's been out of work for over 3 months. He says, oh, he did get another job. It was more money than where he are, but he didn't like the bosses. So in other words, the bosses wouldn't let him stand around doing what he wanted to do. So he decided to come back. And I was like, well, more for you. I just stayed where the money was. Because he keeps moaning he needs the money. Oh, there we go. Anyway, enough about him. So that's that. So far this week we've had 2 storms. We had one yesterday. Got home just in time. I think I'd been in the house maybe 10 minutes as it started slinging it down. It wasn't as bad as the one that I showed on my normal video. It wasn't as bad as that, but it was a good storm. Plenty of thunder and lightning, that's for sure. So luckily I got the cats fed before it started, because as you know, Ginge doesn't like the thunder. But for some reason, Kitty went in hiding as well yesterday, mainly because when it was 36 here yesterday, but it felt like 39. Well, when the storm started, you probably hear the cats running around now, they've had a feed. When the storm started, the winds picked up. So I had the whole house open, because when we got in from work, it was like an oven. It was absolutely roasting in the house, and we'd left the fans on and everything. So we opened all the windows and doors. That's Kitty and Ginger playing, by the way. So we opened all the windows and doors to cool the house down. So the wind picked up, and obviously the wind was getting Kitty, and she didn't like that, so she went and hid. And then the thunder started, and Ginge found out where she was hiding, so he went and hid with her as well. So, which was under one of the spare beds. And then we had another storm Sunday. We weren't meant to get a storm on Sunday, but we got one, and it started just as I was going to bed. But a lot of it was mainly just lightning, a little bit of thunder, and a bit of rain, but not a lot of rain. So that one was a good little storm. Tiger kept waking me up because he wanted a fuss. So every time he woke me up, you could see all the lightning going off. So yeah, he woke me up 3 times and then decided he was going to jump on top of the wardrobe and went to sleep on the wardrobe. As you do. Normally it's Ginger who sleeps on top of the wardrobe, but this time it was Tiger. So I've had a couple more questions from people as well. So I'm going to go through those. And then if there's time left, I might start those 100 questions that I got sent from Gail. She sent me a link with 100 questions. She's answered all of them on her Stitch With Me. So it'll be quite fun, I think, to answer all those. Kind of get to know me a bit better as well from the questions I've heard on there. So right, so let me get the question. Right, so the first question: do you find differences in chart quality between companies that sell the total coverage design, so full coverage designs? Is Hobbies the best? Yes, there are differences between different companies. Hobbies is a really good company. They take a lot of time. Well, as far as I'm aware, they take a lot of time to chart out their stuff and make sure it's going to look good. There are other companies out there that the mock-up picture looks really, really good, but that's about as far as it goes. You get to stitching, it's like, well, this looks nothing like what it meant to. The Cross Stitch Studio, as you're aware, I like their charts at the moment. Those ones are really, really good. I'm doing the native wolf one, and that picture is turning out exactly how it is on the mock-up picture. So I've had no problems with theirs so far. Obviously Artisy and stuff like that, I haven't tried theirs yet. As you know, I've got a fair few charts of theirs, but I haven't started one yet, so I need to really start one of theirs. And same as Pain Free Crafts. I already told Sarah when I was sorting out the last giveaway that once my ban is up, I'll be coming over and buying some of her charts, if they're still there. So she says most of them are going to be there till at least August. I was like, no, you need to extend them to at least January. So we'll see what happens there. And then I've got a Cross Stitch for Everyone chart that cheated. I've got that one to do, so I don't know what that one looks like. The mock-up looks good, so we'll see how that one looks like when I start stitching that one up. So yeah, so some companies say that the mock-ups look really, really good, but when you start stitching it, it's not as good as you think. I say the ones I like the best are Cross Stitch Studio. I think those ones, I mean, Betsy has actually gone through on one of her posts and showed that she actually goes in, once it's worked it all out, she then goes in every single section to make sure that all the colours look right. And there was one part she was doing one and it had random greens in it, and it was in a gold chest or something like that. So she removed those because it didn't look right to her. So yeah, so every company is different. So Hobbies are a good one, as I say. The Mini Deer Creek one looks good. That turned out good, better than I expected for a mini. But some of them, when you look on the mock-ups, even for the minis and that, it doesn't look really good. Hence the reason I've got so many large pieces, because the larger pieces have got a better quality picture than the smaller version ones. So I suppose it depends on your taste, on how you look at things. So, right, that's that one. I've ended up taking loads of screenshots of my phone for some reason, of my home screen. I don't know how it happened, but I seem to keep taking them in my pocket. Even though my phone's locked, I seem to still take screenshots. Right, the next one is from Ginger Biddell. Ginger, you're going to have to let me know if I'm saying your surname right, because I keep saying Biddell, but you could be wrong. Asks if me and my brother are identical. Now, if you're not aware, I am a twin. And I have an older brother as well. And my elder brother doesn't look like me. Well, he kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. My twin brother, we used to look alike when we were growing up. When we were younger, everyone used to get us mixed up all the time because we both had fair hair. but then his went really dark and mine stayed blonde. But as we got older, we didn't look alike. So no, we're not identical. And before you ask, I am the eldest by 1 minute. So I was born at 3:43 in the morning. He was born at 3:44. And if you do watch Ginger Gerald, he is the same. He's 1 minute older than his twin brother as well, which is quite ironic, really. So I'm just trying to look at the pattern and work out where I'm going, because on it's obviously I've got a paper copy and it shows you the back stitching bits, and the back stitching bits go through some of the stitches, so I've got to check between the two of them. So I actually think that all needs to be the same. Yeah, and I need to go and add a couple more stitches in. But yeah, back to my brother. So, but if you look at my twin brother and my elder brother, they do kind of look alike. We've done it before. It's not very often all three of us used to go out drinking. But when we have done, we've asked people who they thought the twins were, and they've always picked my other two brothers as the twins, and I was like, yes, get in. I knew I was adopted. So yeah, so now when you see pictures of my elder brother and me, because I've no longer got much hair as I used to do, we kind of look alike. My twin brother is the lucky one. He got the full head of hair and still has a full head of hair. Don't know if he's ever thinking of giving me a transplant. That'd be quite fun. Take his hair off him. But yeah, he takes after my granddad on my mum's side. He had a full head of hair. And, I take after my dad. He was bald. Well, not bald. He had like the Friar Tuck look with the bald patch in the middle. And my elder brother looks exactly the same. Well, my elder brother's a spitting image of my dad, really. Right. Next question. Asking about Shane. Does Shane cross stitch or do any of the hobbies? So Shane tried cross stitching, but he's one of these who he starts something and then never finishes it. He actually started this piece. He did. You can't really see it because I've got it all rolled up. But he did this part here up to around here, and then he was again he started the metallic, and then that's it. He gave up. He didn't like the metallic, and that was it. He said he'll get back to it, and that was about 5 years ago. So yeah, Shane has many hobbies. They all start as a hobby and then get left. He's done diamond painting, and he has 1, 2, 3 diamond paintings that are part done. He couldn't be bothered with them ones, and then started another one. He has a model that we found in one of the shops over here, which is like a garden shed or something like that, or a greenhouse. It's pretty good. But again, he started doing that. He did that for a couple of days, and then he says, I'll finish that one off later. That's still on the side. Not finished. So yeah, Shane's more into his cars and stuff like that. So anything to do with cars, you'll see that one through. And play around with cars all day. I'm not into cars, so. But yes, he goes in spits and spats. So you never know. One day he might take up cross stitching again. He saw some of the little kits that I got from, I think it was Diane, and some from Annette. So he's seen some of them and he went, "Oh, that looks good. I might do that one." So I'm still waiting for him to start it. But yeah, I'm gonna say he's a pretty quick cross stitcher actually. He'd never done it before, and I don't know if it was this one he started. No, he did a little bookmark of Tinkerbell first of all, It only took him a day to do it. This part that he's done here, I think maybe took him 3 days. So he's actually a pretty quick stitcher. But for some reason he decided just to stop doing it. But every now and then he sees me doing mine and he's like, oh, I might do that one. And he's like, yeah, I'll start it another time, not today. So yeah, but if it comes to cars and stuff like that, then he's all for it. And he likes to grow veggies as well, although he's not having much luck over here. In the UK he always used to grow peas and tomatoes and stuff like that. Over here he's tried growing peas 3 times now, and every time they've died. Tomatoes have been no good. Last tomatoes we grew, the birds nicked them, parrots. So he's now into planting flowers and bulbs and what have you. So see how long that lasts. Also, is Shane older or younger than you? He is younger than me. He is 7 years younger than me. Sorry, I'm just counting. Where have I started? There. 2. So, right, that's that one. I did get another question. Where is it? There we go. This is from Alison. So my question for your stitch with me is: what does your family feel about you settling in Australia? So my mum didn't want me to leave. I'm her favourite. I won't deny it. Well, my brothers tell me I'm her favourite as well. So yeah, I'm her favourite. So she didn't want me to go. She was quite upset when I left. She soon got over it though. My 2 brothers, they weren't. Well, they didn't seem upset. They were quite happy. So it's what I wanted to do, and that's fine. Then, because they know they'll see me again. The rest of my family was like, sweet, cheap holidays. So they were all working out when they were all going to be able to come over here for holidays. So they were, well, my brothers were meant to be coming over here this year. But obviously, because of everything that's going off, they won't be coming over. And then I was going back over there this year for my mum's 70th. But as it stands at the moment, that won't be happening. Although on the news they did say that they may be starting international travel soon, but you've got to have had your COVID injections. So it depends when I get called up to get my jabs. And I'll just put that one in the wrong spot. So I may be over there for Christmas. We'll see how it goes. I don't mind going over there for Christmas. It'll be nice and cool, whereas over here it'll be like a heat wave. So that'll be a good thing. It just won't be a good thing when I come back. Because it'll be like coming out of the cold into a sweat box. And if you're like me, you acclimatise really, really quickly. So I'll acclimatise to the UK being cold, so even at like 18 degrees over here, it'll feel like an oven until I get acclimatised over here again. But yeah, no, I still keep in touch with my family. Mainly my brothers and my mum. My mum generally passes on any information that the rest of them want to know. I think that was the last question. Kate asked the same thing as well. Does Shane have any hobbies? So I've already answered that one. Right, that looks like that's it for those. And the question is, where did I put the other questions? Oh, I think I've lost them. No, here we go. Right, so how far are we in? So we're about 25 minutes at the moment. So we have to get some of these done. So this is a list of 100 questions for a kind of get to know me tag. So some of these I may have already answered in previous questions, and some of them I may not have done, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how far we get. So, question number 1. Are you a morning or a night person? Neither. I wake up, I get up. I feel tired, I go to bed. Simple as. I like working during the morning and having the rest of the night off, because then at least you know you can do stuff. I don't like it when you have to start in the afternoon. When I went to BMW, I used to do alternate shifts to start with. It was 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, or 2 in the afternoon to 10 at night. So I used to hate the 2 while 10, because you couldn't start anything really, because you knew you were going to have to go to work. And then when you got home from work, it was too late to do anything. So yeah, but with me, once I'm up, I'm up. So it doesn't bother me at all. Morning or night, same person all day. Number 2. Are you afraid of the dark? No. A number of times I walk around in the dark, so no, I'm not afraid of the dark. Which is a good job, because at work some of the lads have started playing pranks on people. So you go to the toilet and they turn the light out on you. So, so it's a good job I'm not afraid of the dark. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? I have no idea, because I don't know what that means. And if you don't know, I don't know. I don't do big words. If it's not plain and simple, I don't do it. So I'll come back to that one another time. Are you double jointed? No. I definitely am not. Are you left or right-handed? So that one I've kind of... You can't even see one, do you? That one I've kind of answered before. I am right-handed, but mainly use my left hand for most stuff, except for writing and using a hammer. But majority of the time I use my left hand for most things. Are you more of a tidy person or a messy person? It depends who you ask. I like to think I'm a tidy person. If you ask my twin brother, he says I'm messy. Even though when we were younger, he used to leave, obviously because we used to share a bedroom, we was being twins, he used to leave his stuff everywhere. Mine was all tidy away in nice little piles, and his was everywhere. The amount of times I had to go at him for... He's big into his Lego, so the Lego was all over the floor. You couldn't walk anywhere without standing on it. So, but yes, I'm more of a tidier person. Shane, however, is not. He's a very messy person. He leaves me to tidy up everything. 9 out of 10. I leave it and tell him to get it done himself. I tidy up so much, but if it happens all the time, then it's like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I will leave it. Guaranteed, normally after about a day or two, it does my head in, and I do it anyway if you haven't done it. Are you on time or always late? I am always on time, unless it's been an accident. but I am one of these people that would rather be there early than get there late. So with work, I mean, even now where we are, we always get to work half an hour early. Everywhere I've worked, I've always got to work at least half an hour early, just so I can have a coffee and a chinwag with other people before starting. So yeah, I'm always early. My elder brother, as I mentioned before, he's always late, so he'd be late for his own funeral. My twin brother, he's generally early too. He generally gets everywhere early. But he relies on public transport as well, so he has to set off early to make sure he gets where he needs to. Are you ticklish? It just depends on where I'm being tickled. 9 out of 10, no. Just my feet. I hate my feet being tickled. But I do it myself as well. When you get an itchy foot, and then you've got it, well, especially the underneath part, and you've got to scratch it. I hate having to do that because I know it's going to annoy me because it's ticklish under there. But I've got to grin and bear it just to get it done. Right, let me just count again. Oh, that was handy. Can you kill your tongue? I can roll it. Where you roll it up on either side, but that's about it. So whether that counts as curling your tongue or not. I can't do the funky stuff that you see some people do, where it's like really, really bumpy like that. I can't do that. I can just curl it in at the sides. That's about it. Can you ice skate? Yes, I can. Not very good, but yes, I can. And if you give me a set of roller boots, I'm off. I can roller boot, I can roller skate, I can rollerblade, and I can kind of ice skate. I'm not very fast on ice skates. I've only been a couple of times ice skating. The first time I went ice skating, people thought I'd done it loads of times before. I was like, no, this is my first time. So I've never fallen over ice skating, which is quite good, but I'm not very good at it. My elder brother, however, he's really fast. He spins around and everything. Well, he used to. I don't think he'd be able to now. Not quite the skinny person he used to be. Number 11, can you wiggle your ears? Only if I use my fingers. So, no. I'm not one of these people who can wiggle their ears, unfortunately. Number 12, coffee or tea? Coffee. Coffee all the way. I don't mind drinking tea. I'm not a big tea drinker though. I will have a cup of tea if there's no coffee available, but coffee is my go-to. Always has been. So, cookies, cakes or donuts? Well, I like all three of them, but I'm not a big cake eater. I can take it or leave cake, but if I do have a slice of cake, it's normally just a really, really small portion. I can't eat. I'm not a big cake person at all. Donuts, depends on the type of donuts. Krispy Kremes, no, I can't stand them. They're horrible. It's got to be a jam-filled donut or a custard-filled donut. Those, but I can only eat again one or two. Cookies, I'm assuming that means biscuits as well. I probably eat more of them than anything else, but again, I don't eat many of them either. I've got to be in the mood to fancy biscuits, cookies. So yeah, so I'm a very fussy eater. What's next? Did you ever participate in a talent show? No, I don't have any talents. I was forced into a knobbly knees contest once, and I came second. I lost to an old dude, so I would have been about maybe 22 at the time, and an 80-year-old, wouldn't it? But that's the only kind of contest I've done. I've never done a talent contest. I can't sing. I like to think I can, but I can't. Did you go to prom? No. When I was growing up, the proms didn't exist in the UK. They were just an American thing, I believe. So we didn't even have formal dances. We didn't have discos. We used to have maybe a Christmas party, but that was during school hours. It wasn't after school. So no, we didn't have proms. Proms didn't come in to the schools I went to until probably 2010, I'm guessing. So they've not been over in the UK long, proms. It's more American style, I think. So I don't know why we started doing proms, but they did. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, I missed a question. I'll come back to that one. So do you believe in ghosts? Yes and no. I only say yes because I actually spoke with my grandma and my granddad after they passed. They come to visit, just checking up on everyone. So, and once I woke up and there was a woman sat on my bed. I've no idea who that was. Never seen her before in my life. Scared the bejesus out of me. When my grandma and granddad showed up, that didn't bother me at all. But other than that, if there are ghosts, there are ghosts. I can't say I don't believe in them. I've just never seen many of them. So the one I missed, did you like school? Yes. I used to love going to school. I was in all the top classes. Some of them I don't know how I was in the top class. I was in the top class for French and I couldn't even understand French. I missed the start of French when we started doing it at school. This was around about the time they believe that I started with my brain tumour. This is when I used to get a lot of migraines. So I missed the start of French and I was never able to pick it up and get caught. But for some reason I was always in the top class for it. So I must have done something right. I don't know what. Do you bite your nails? No, never have done. Well, I'll tell a lie. I only bite them if, for any reason, it splits or something like that, and you end up having to bite it just to level it off. Or if you get what do you call them, hang nails? I'll bite them off. But that's it. What's up, Tiggy? But that's it. I don't bite my nails at all. Do you consider yourself a good cook? I would hope so. I passed catering college. So yeah, I would hope I'm a good cook. I enjoy cooking, as you already know. Get in there, thank you. Where is it? Do you enjoy dancing? Yes. Depends on the kind of dancing, but nightclub dancing, yes. Because nobody cares when you're nightclub dancing. I always used to go when I was younger, out clubbing most weekends. I would always be on the dance floor. I wasn't too fussed about the drinking. I was drinking before I get to the nightclub, and then once I got to the nightclub, I was always on the dance floor from getting into near enough leaving. So I enjoy dancing. I think that's how I used to keep my weight off. Maybe I should start dancing again. Do you enjoy DIY or crafts? Well, DIY I'm rubbish at. I can do certain things on DIY, but that's about it. I can't do much. Crafts, obviously, I don't mind. I'm quite good at crafts. So, well, on certain crafts anyway. Do you forgive easily? Yes. I would say so. I may not talk to you for a week, but then that's it. Once I've stewed it over for a little bit and got it out of my system, then we're alright. So no, I don't hold a grudge. Never have done, really. Do you have a nickname? Yep, my nickname is obviously my channel name, Dizzy, or Dizzy Dazzy. So that is my nickname, or just Daz. Just depends who's talking to me. Do you have any allergies? The only allergy I have hay fever. Well, since being in Australia, I don't get it. And I have asthma as well. Now, I had asthma when I was younger, and that disappeared. Because they generally say if you have it when you're younger, you grow out of it. If you get it when you're older, you don't. So I had it when I was younger. I grew out of it. And then when I moved over to Australia, I got a really bad chest infection. So I took 3 loads of antibiotics, steroids, and an inhaler to get rid of it. And since then, my asthma has come back. So, yes, thanks Australia for that one. Do you have any phobias? Not really. I'm not really scared of anything. If there's something I don't like, I'll stay away from it, like spiders. I wouldn't say I've got a phobia of spiders. Sorry about that. Again, fan call when I'm doing a stitch with me, as always. But then I forgot and I carried on stitching while I was on the phone. Never mind. So what was it? Yeah, do you have any phobias? So no, not really. I'm not that scared of anything that I freak out when I see something, so no. Do you have any piercings or tattoos? Yes. I have my eyebrow pierced, as you've probably seen. I have my left ear pierced 3 times. Although the only earring I have in there is the top one. I have 2 at the bottom. But trying to find a decent pair of men's sleeper earrings is a bit hard. So I've not really had an earring in there for a while. I do have one that I use for when I'm going out anywhere posh. So you can tell how often that gets used. Tattoos, I have 2 on each arm, one on each forearm, 1 on each shoulder. Well, top arm. I have 1 on each shoulder, 1 on my leg, and 1 on my chest. And funnily enough, all of them except for 2 are animals. So, do you have any children? Nope. Always wanted kids, but no, I don't have any. Do you have any pets? Yep. So I have 6 cats, a rabbit, and about 200 fish. So obviously 3 cats are over here, 3 cats are in the UK. The rabbit's in the UK as well. And then the fish are in the UK. They're in the pond, in the garden. So we started off with 3 fish and now we've got a pond full. And the pond is 8 foot by 8 foot, so it's a large pond. And then 4 foot deep. So it's a big pond. Do you have any siblings? Yep. As you know, 2 brothers, 1 elder, 1 the same age. Do you prefer dogs or cats? Somebody asked this in one of my questions a while ago. So I don't prefer either. I love all animals. I don't have a preference. Do you prefer Mac or PC? I would probably say PC. That's mainly because I've never used a Mac. So it would have to be PC. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? The beach. I love the beach. When I came over here on holiday, I was always at the beach. Or if I went anywhere, it was somewhere where there was a beach, and then do a bit of sightseeing and then go to the beach. So yes, I like the beach. Only because the beaches in the UK are not brilliant. They're more gravel than they are beach. So whereas over here, the beaches are nice and soft to walk in. So yes, the beach. Do you prefer to bathe or shower? I prefer a bath. I hate showers. But where we live at the moment, we've only got a shower, and I hate it. I like to sit and soak. People say that it's just sitting in your own dirt. It's actually scientifically proven that it's actually cleaner for you than having a shower. So, because a shower, you're not soaking, so stuff still sits in your pores, no matter how hard you scrub. Whereas in your bath, you're soaking, so everything comes out. And it stays in the water, it doesn't go back on you. Some people I know have a bath and then come out of the bath and have a shower just to get rid of whatever. So, but no, I love a bath. Give me a bath any day. Do you smoke? Yes, I do. Do you speak any different languages? Sort of. I speak drunk. No, I speak French, not very well. As I said, I don't know how the heck I was in the top band for French. I also did German at school, so I do speak a bit of German. Probably enough to get me by, but not an awful lot. You forget most of it when you don't use it, so I'm going to say when I left school it was, we're now 43. So it was at least, I left when I was 16. So it's been a while. So what's that, 27 years? 27 years since I've used German or French. So, do you still have your wisdom teeth? Yes, I have all 4 of mine. Never had a problem with them. It's not like some of them. I think my other brother's had his taken out. I think my twin brother's had some of his taken out as well. But I don't think he's got all 4 through. I think he only had 2 through. But I've got all 4 of mine. So yes, I've still got mine. Do you still watch cartoons? Depends what cartoon it is. So I don't mind watching cartoons at all. So I don't mind watching like Disney movies. Lion King is probably my best Disney movie I like. If you're just talking about kiddies cartoons, it depends, because some of the kids cartoons now are absolutely trash and make no sense whatsoever. Some of them are good, so I don't mind watching kiddies cartoons or anything. I don't mind watching cartoons full stop. I had to watch some the other week because I had to put the TV on for Ginge because of the storm to try and drown out the thunder, but the satellite had gone, so the only thing I could do was put Netflix on, and I just picked the first thing that came up just to get it on. I have no idea what it was, but it was some cartoon. Do you or have you played any sports? Yes, I used to play squash. Me and my other brother used to go and play squash every week. Well, 2-3 times a week. I used to play badminton. A couple of my mates used to play badminton. Bowling, 10-pin bowling. I love playing 10-pin bowling. I haven't done that for a while. Football, no. I was never into football. I was always in the nets, mainly because I was too vicious. Rugby, I used to enjoy rugby. But yeah, well, I haven't done sport for a long time. And I'll make this one my last one, and then I'll pick him up on my next Stitch with Me. So does your name have any special meaning? Nope, not that I'm aware of. Darren's probably standard. It is in the UK. I don't know about everywhere else. In the UK, especially when in my era, that obviously the year I was born, 77, I was born. So 77, 78 was the years for the school. And Darren must have been a very, very popular name. There was 4 of us called Darren in the same class. So that got a bit confusing, especially for the teachers as well, when they just shout Darren and we'd all go, what? So yes, that was a bit confusing. But no, it hasn't got any special meaning at all. So I'll leave those questions there and then we'll pick up with some more of those next time I do a stitch with me. So we've got a fair few of these stitches done, so decent block. Maybe about 150 or so, maybe 200. So it's going to be a bit shorter than normal, so it's probably going to be about a 45-minute video, this one. I'd say it's getting on a bit now. It's 6:30. So I need to go and get everything prepared for work for tomorrow. Before settling down and maybe doing a bit more stitching before bed. So I'm going to leave it there. So again, guys, if you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those down below. And I'll get back to you on those, or I'll tell you the answers next week. If you want to email me, you can do it. Again, it's dizzystitcher@gmail.com. Again, this will be linked down below. You can follow me on Instagram, which is Dizzy Stitcher. And again, you can contact me on there as well if you wish. So that's about it, I think. So I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. And I will see you in my next update, which will be released at the weekend. Should be Saturday, but with work picking up, it may be Sunday now, because I may be back doing overtime, but we'll see how it goes. So it'll be Saturday or Sunday this week. So I'll catch you in that one. So all I've left to say is stay safe, happy stitching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now, guys.